Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
And 11 at the 35-yard line.
Here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
60 Bison.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Manning. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Trent setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Third down and 1. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking to the sideline, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Okay,
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bisons are on the board here first in the season opener. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, first and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Brings up second and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 3.
Third and 3.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Working from the gun, Manning. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
79 Broncos. Come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Go check. Go check.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Here's Manning to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Now Manning. Under pressure, and down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Manning. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Snap, snap, 70 Lion.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Manning. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Manning going to throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, go!
Throwing now is Manning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas.
Number 7, Brian Thomas Jr. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Warriors 70, 18, Pioneer.
Throwing is Manning. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cup 19, Cup 19.
To throw, it's Manning. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
79 Bronco.
To throw is Manning. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Manning now to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Manning. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown, Cowboys. James Cook taking it in. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with first and 10. Inside the 20. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 75 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14 to 7.
14. Cowboys 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. 4 receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7.
13 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun, it's Manning. And this one is incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Go! 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Manning indeed going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Here we go.
Off the RPO, he completes it. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Quick throw there is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Trap 60. 19, Pioneer.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Cowboys 4-yard line.
Now they send a man in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Operating from the gun, Trent. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bisons take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
Shotgun now for Manning. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And they work this way upfield across the 45. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 46-yard line.
Now Manning. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
13 more yards. That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10.
Now Manning again.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And complete right side to Cook. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. He's past the 30. Past midfield, look out. He's got the first down and then some. And he's going to score. Touchdown. No time remaining. And this is going to count. Butker on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
By the Cowboys.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf, 52 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And an Austin first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the gun on 3rd down. Trent. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Bisons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, go!
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready? Hawk 70, 19 tight, 19 tight.
An audible here to get a new look.
Manning to throw for it on 4.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Manning to throw.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
Manning to throw once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Mustang 19. 19 Lion. 79 Bronco. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Take off.
Again, it's Manning. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Cook up the gut. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Track at 60. 70 range, 70 range. 18, Pioneer.
Now Manning. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go now. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Manning gonna throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. Touchdown! A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Bisons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker now to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Bisons 42. Cowboys
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Throwing now is Manning. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing is Manning. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
It's 4th down.
Now Manning, gotta have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Manning. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Kyler Duggar who puts it. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. And how would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to...
Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Carson Schlesinger
Collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bisons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. At home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Working from the gun, Manning. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
To throw, it's Manning. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And now an audible here into something else. Manning. And he floated one out there incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
From the gun, it's Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Manning now to throw. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Cook will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Sometimes offense, you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Cowboys 27.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Bisons have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Becker is on target. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
27.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Right back to Cook for another completion. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
19, lock, Warriors, 70. Let's go. Go.
Now Manning. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw is Manning. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set.
Now Manning. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
60. Set 18, Pioneer. 70 Lion. Go trap. Go trap.
Shotgun now for Manning. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. He's got his man shot complete. And they work this out past the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
At the 27-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Austin, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.